Hello, I'm Rachel Jones of the Finance News Network. Joining me from Nyrada is CEO James Bonner. James, welcome back to the network.
Hi, Rachel. Good to be here.
Good to see you again. Now, could you tell us about the exciting new collaboration Nyrada has signed with Walter Reed and UNSW?
Sure. So Nyrada is developing the first ever pharmaceutical treatment for secondary brain injury. And a brain injury is a process that occurs after, say, a knock to the head from a motor vehicle accident or a fall, which can lead to a doubling in size of the injury. And the aim with this drug we're developing is to improve survivability, but also to minimize disability. And we've just entered into a three-way agreement between Nyrada, the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research, and UNSW Sydney. And we're looking to work together in collaboration to advance that drug program forward into the clinic. For those not familiar with Walter Reed is a specialised traumatic brain injury research unit, and they come under the umbrella of the Department of Defence.
And what will the collaboration focus on, and is there scope to broaden it?
So the collaboration is for 2 years, and it's done under what's called a CRADA, or a Collaborative Research and Development Agreement. Initially, we'll be doing some work with them, looking at the mechanism of action for the drug. And following on from that, what we're looking at doing is running some studies at UNSW just to optimize the experimental design prior to taking the drug into a model of traumatic brain injury that is set up at Walter Reed. And it's really the gold standard test for evaluating a drug for traumatic brain injury, and it's one that they've developed and they've been running in-house for quite some time.
And James, why were Walter Reed and UNSW drawn to the collaboration with Nyrada and its brain injury program?
University of New South Wales, Sydney is really where the research originated from. So we've had a long-standing relationship with them. Bringing on board the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research is really an opportunity to take that research onto the world stage and work with leading researchers in brain injury. So the reason that Walter Reed are interested in this is that traumatic brain injury is considered one of the top health priorities for the military. Around 1 in 25 service members experience a TBI in their career. So there's really good alignment with what we're trying to achieve with our program and what Walter Reed are looking to achieve as well. And that's the first ever treatment for traumatic brain injury. Currently, it's complete unmet clinical need. And if you suffer a traumatic brain injury, the options are fairly limited. So this is really groundbreaking science.
So looking towards the future, what's the potential market for this?
So if we look at the US, for example, around 2.8 million people every year sustain a traumatic brain injury. So the market's very large. As I mentioned, it's unmet clinical need. There are no drugs available. So it's difficult to put a figure on the size of the market, but it's substantial.
And what does this collaboration mean for shareholders?
So this collaboration will proceed over the coming 12 months, and the scope within the agreement to broaden that out and extend it. We'll be reporting to the market on progress as those studies progress. And one other thing too about the collaboration is it also opens up the possibility of joint funding applications for non-dilutive funding. So we'll be reporting on progress as news comes to hand.
And to the last question now, James, when will you know the outcome of the studies?
Well, the initial studies will report fairly quickly, and then the traumatic brain injury study looking at the effect of our drug in an animal model will be run sometime this year, and we'll be reporting that as the data becomes available.
James Bonner, thanks so much for the update.
Thanks, Rachel.